Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Miss Vanessa. I'm the Children's Services Librarian at the Five Corners Library. Happy holidays to everyone. I'm here today to read a classic tale, The Gingerbread Man by Jim Islesworth. And the second part of this video, we're going to be building a gingerbread house. So if you didn't know, we are giving out free gingerbread houses at the branches. If you would like to pick up one, please call your home branch and request a gingerbread house, and you can follow along in the next part of this video and build the house with us together. But first, let's get to our gingerbread man tale. Once upon a time, there was a little old man and a little old woman. One day, the little old woman said, "Let's make a gingerbread man." And the little old man said, "Yes, let's do it." So they mixed the batter up. There they are, mixing, mixing, mixing. And then they rolled out the dough, roll, roll, roll. And then they shaped little arms. How many arms? Two, and a tummy. And they shaped little legs. How many? Two. And then they shaped a tiny head. How many heads? Just one. And with raisins, they made little eyes. How many eyes? Two, right? A little nose out of raisins and a little mouth. And then with sugar glaze, they dressed him in a fancy suit of clothes. So there is our gingerbread man, dressed all fancy. He has a blue coat, a blue hat, and yellow pants. When everything was all set, they put the gingerbread man into the oven and they waited. When a delicious smell came from the oven, they knew the gingerbread man was ready. And so were they. They were ready for a lovely snack, right? But when they opened the oven, boop, out popped the gingerbread man, and there he is. He's running away. He's running across the floor. The little old man and the little old woman could hardly believe their eyes. The gingerbread man looked up at them, put his hands on his hips, and said, "Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." And the little old man tried to grab him quick, but he ran through his legs and out the door. "Come back, come back," the little old man and the little old woman shouted. "No, no, I won't come back. I'd rather run than be your snack." And there goes the little gingerbread man running off. Doesn't want to be anyone's snack. He ran and ran and ran. And after a time, he met a butcher. There's the butcher here. And the gingerbread man looked up at him, put his hands on his hips, and what did he say? "Run, run, fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I've run from a husband. I've run from a wife. I'll run from you too. I can, I can." There he is. And what did the butcher do? He tried to grab the gingerbread man, but did he catch him? No, no. And the butcher yelled, "Come back, come back." And not far behind the butcher was the little old man and the little old woman. And what did the gingerbread man say? He looked over his shoulder and said, "No, no, I won't come back. I'd rather run than be your snack." And he kept on running and running away from the butcher, the little old man, and the little old woman until he came across a black and white cow. Here's the cow here. And what did the gingerbread man do? Hands on hips. He said to the cow, "Run, run, fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I've run from a husband. I've run from a wife. I've run from a butcher with a carving knife. And I'll run from you too. I can, I can." So what did the black and white cow do? She reached out to grab the gingerbread man, but off he ran. He's running and running, and everyone is yelling, "Come back, come back." Who's everyone? Black and white cow, the butcher, the little old woman, and the little old man. But the gingerbread man looked over his shoulder and he said, "No, no, I won't come back. I'd rather run than be your snack." And off he runs until he came across a muddy old sow. A sow is a type of pig. And what did the gingerbread man do? Hands on hips. And he said to the old sow, "Run, run, fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I've run from a husband. I've run from a wife. I've run from a butcher with a carving knife. I've run from a cow, all black and white, and I'll run from you too. I can, I can. So what does the sow do? The sow joins the gang, all running after the gingerbread man. Come back, they yelled. Come back. And what does the gingerbread man say? No, no, I won't come back. I'd rather run than be your snack. So who's chasing him? The sow, the cow, the butcher with the carving knife, the little old man, and the little old woman, all running after the gingerbread man. So he ran and ran and ran until he came across a sly fox. And what does he do? Hands on hips, and he tells the sly old fox, run, run, fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I've run from a husband. I've run from a wife. I've run from a butcher with a carving knife. I've run from a cow and a muddy old sow. I'll run from you too. I can, I can. So there he is. And the sly old fox goes, can you come closer? What did you say? I can't hear. I'm not as young as I used to be. Speak louder. So the gingerbread man gets closer and is about to yell again. And he says, run, run, fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I've run from a husband. I've run from a wife. I've run from a butcher with a carving knife. I've run from a cow and I've run from a muddy old sow. I'll run from you too. I can, I can. But the gingerbread man forgot that all of these people and animals were chasing after him. So just then he turns around, and who do we see? We see a little old man, a little old woman, a butcher with a knife, a cow, and a muddy old sow turning the corner of the road. And they were yelling, come back, come back. So gingerbread man, is he paying attention to the fox? No. So what's going to happen? He looks over his shoulder, and while he's looking with a quick wink, 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 and before he could think, with a snap, snap, and a snick, and a lap, 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 and a lick, the gingerbread man was gone. So who had the gingerbread man as a snack? The sly fox, right? The sly fox. The little old man and the little old woman and the butcher with the knife and the black and white cow and the muddy old sow all stood and stared sadly at the fox. So there they are looking at the fox, and he didn't leave a single crumb for anyone. So where is the gingerbread man? He's on my shirt, but he's also in whose tummy? The fox's tummy. So that's it. Everyone went back home, and that ends the tale of the gingerbread man. But did you know that if you take this book out, right on the back, there's a recipe for a gingerbread man. So you can make the gingerbread man again and eat him as many times as you want, and I'm sure he won't get up and run away. So thank you for joining me today. My name is Miss Vanessa. Thank you for building the gingerbread house with me, because that's what's coming up next. Take care. See you in a minute. Okay, so now we're at the part where we're gonna build our gingerbread house. Please pick one up at your local branch. There's some available. If you missed the video, it's fine. As long as the kits are at the branch, you can pick it up and you always can watch this again. So this is what the kit looks like. Inside you will find the gingerbread house, the icing to decorate, and the mini candy beads. So what you wanna do is you want to open your gingerbread house. You're gonna need some scissors too, so that way you can cut everything open. And we'll just open the house itself. Once you have all of the pieces out, you're gonna use the bottom part as the base. There you go. This will be where the gingerbread house gets built. So it's very simple, you only have a few pieces. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna separate that piece, separate this one, separate these pieces. Just go along the lines. Once you have them all separated, you'll start constructing the gingerbread house. Okay, so now we're gonna put the front, back, and sides of the house together. We already did one part. Just make sure that when you're doing the other part, you have the windows facing on the outside. So we're gonna put some frosting down the side and on this side as well, so it could stick on the other part. And then we're gonna make sure our windows are facing out and put the house together. So I'm gonna hand it over to my lovely assistant. And it takes a little bit of working. So you gotta stick it together and you'll have the sides, the front, and the back all structured. And for this part, you're gonna have to play around. You may need extra frosting. It acts as the glue, so make sure that you hold everything together. You may need to do this with a friend, a family member, a buddy. So just hold it down and make sure it sticks for a while until you go to the next step. So now that we have the front, sides, and back of the house together, we just need to put the roof on our gingerbread house. So we're just gonna put some frosting on this edge. It's the edge that's the less rough edge. So make sure you go all across. And now we're gonna put the roof on the gingerbread house. So you kind of got to hold it together. Again, it's going to take a little time. We'll take some frosting and go right along the edge on top. And the frosting kind of looks like snow, so it's perfect. Just make sure you hold it together. If you want to use more frosting, you can. It's a pretty big package of frosting, so don't be scared to use as much frosting as you want. And you can kind of spread it with your fingers just to make sure that it sticks together. Once the house is all together, you could start decorating with the candy beads. So we'll just hold here until it dries. So now our gingerbread house is together and you can start using the frosting to just decorate it. So there's little lines that you can decorate. You can go along those lines or you can decorate it whatever way you want. So I'm just gonna decorate it how I want. You could also trace the door. We'll give our door here a little knob. You can give the house some snow. So definitely be creative and decorate it how you want. Every way is beautiful. There's no right way. So once you start getting the frosting on, the frosting again, it'll act like a glue. And we can start sticking our candy beads. So I'm gonna put a little bit of icing on our base. So that could be some of our snow. And we can start decorating our gingerbread house and make it look very festive for the holiday. So here we go. It's a nice snowy day in gingerbread world. And we can even stick beads on the gingerbread house itself. So we can keep decorating. And don't forget, if you have your gingerbread houses, to send us some pictures so that way we can see how creative you all were. So as you can see, it's getting more and more festive. And you can keep decorating and using this entire package of icing until it looks like this. So this is our completed gingerbread house. As you can see, it's very colorful and well decorated. Thank you for joining me and celebrating Gingerbread House Day. My name is Miss Vanessa. If you want, you can pick up a kit at your local branch. If you missed this video, it's fine. You can always replay it. Please send us images of your completed gingerbread houses. And remember, you can eat this, so it's all edible. Unless you use a glue, then you can't eat it, but with the icing, it's edible. Take care. See you next time.